the topic, that is a complete graph. So here the complete graph means we are considering a graph of a order, a simple graph of order greater than or equal to 2, means number of vertices should be a 2 or greater than 2, in which there is an edge between the every pair of vertices is called a complete graph. Complete graph means for a number of vertices greater than 2, a simple graph where the n should be, number of vertices should be greater than or equal to 2. Suppose there is a 2 vertices, then the graph will be like this. Suppose there is a 3 vertices, for every pair of vertices between the every pair of the distinct vertices there should be a edge between every pair of vertices, like this here. Suppose there is a 4 edges, in these 2 vertices there is a edge. If you compare these 2 vertices, there is also edge. If you compare these 2 vertices, there is also edge. If compare these 2 vertices, then there is also edge. If you compare these two, means for every distinct pair of distinct vertices, there will be an edge. Means every vertices will be called a adjacent vertices here. So these are the examples of the complete graphs here, and the complete graph will be indicated by the symbol Kn here, where n is a number of vertices. If the number of 2 vertices, then this will be the complete graph. If the number of vertices are 3, this will be the complete graph. If the number of vertices are 4, then the complete graph will be this one. If the number of vertices is 5, this is our complete graph. Means between the every pair of vertices, in which every pair of distinct vertices in the complete graph, a complete graph is simply a simple graph. Between every pair of vertices there is a edge. For example, suppose we have 5 edges. Suppose this will be fixed. There is an edge between this and this, for this to this, and this to this, and this to this. Suppose this one is the second edge. There is an edge between every pair. And consider now this one, between these two also there, between these two also there. Now combine these. Now come to here. This edge, this one is also there, this one is also there. Now join this one. Means between the every pair of vertices there is an edge in the complete graph. A simple graph of order greater than or equal to 2. In that every edge between the every pair, there is an edge between the every pair of the vertices. Such a graphs will be called a complete graph here. Here the K5 graph will be called Kuratowski first graph. Here the graph K5 is called Kuratowski's first graph. This K5 is called the Kuratowski's first graph here. Next we are moving to the topic, that is bipartite graph. Bipartite graph means a simple graph G in which the vertex set is the union of two sets. Union of two sets. Those are mutually disjoint. Those are mutually disjoint. And also non-empty subsets. And also non-empty subset. Here we are considering a simple graph G in which V is the vertex set. That vertex set is the union of two sets. Those two sets are mutually disjoint and also non-empty subsets. And those will be considered as V1 and V2. In a graph G, what happened? Suppose each edge of the graph G joins the points of the joins the vertex in V1 and V2. Then the G called a bipartite graph, and this bipartite graph is indicated by, suppose E is the edge of the graph, then the bipartite graph is denoted by G equal to V1 V2 semicolon E, and also G equal to G of V1 V2 semicolon E. Here the meaning of bipartite graph is completely, I will denote here with the example. Suppose G is a graph and V is a vertex set. V is a vertex set and V is the combining of the two sets, means V is the union of the two sets. These V1 and V2 are disjoint sets, means there is no common vertices here, and also these are non-empty, and also these are non-empty subsets. So now I am giving a clear idea here. Suppose E is your edge, then the edge EB, suppose this is your edge like this, and this one is a V1 and this one is, call this one as A and this one as a B, and this one is E1. Suppose E1 is your edge of the graph G, then the one vertex belongs to V1 and another vertex belongs to another set V2. Both end vertices will not belongs to a single set V1 and also V2, means both A and B end vertex should not belongs to a V1, neither a V1 nor a V2, means one end vertex belongs to one set, another end vertex belongs to another set here. So I am giving an example, I am draw the one graph here that will give you the clear idea of the bipartite graph here. Suppose A, B, C, P, Q, R and S. AP, AQ, AR, BR, BS, CQ, sorry, BQ only, there is no BS, BS. I am drawing it once again. A, B, C, P, Q, R, S. AQ, AP, AR, BR, CQ, CS. See here, consider the edge AP, and here the vertex here, consider edge AP. In the edge AP, one end vertex is A and another end vertex is P. In the edge BR, one end vertex is B and another vertex is R. In the CQ, one end vertex is C and another one vertex is Q. See here the vertices ABC. In the vertices ABC, there is no edge in between these vertices, and also there is no edge in between these PQRS vertices. So the vertex set V1 equal to ABC and the vertex set V2 equal to PQRS. In the graph G, each edge in a G joins the vertex in V1 and the vertex in V2. Means edge AB, this edge joins the vertex A which is in V1 and P which is in V2. There is no edge in between these vertices and also between in these vertices. That kind of the graphs will be called bipartite graphs. So see here, the vertex V1 and V2 are called the bipartites here. Bipartite graph means a simple graph G in which V is the union of two mutually disjoint non-subsets V1 and non-empty subsets V1 and V2, in which are if the E is an edge in the G which joins the vertex set V1 and the vertex set in V2, then G is called the bipartite graph. So and those non-empty subsets means V1 and V2 are called the bipartites of the vertex set V. According to this example, V equal to A, B, C, P, Q, R, S and the edge set is AP, AQ, AR, BR, CQ, CS. And V is the union of two sets A, B, C and P, Q, R, S. So V1 equal to A, B, C, V2 equal to P, Q, R, S. V1 and V2 are the disjoint sets. every edge in a G, join the vertex set in V1 and V2. If A is in a V1, P is in V2. A is in V1, Q is in V2, like that. And G contains no edge that join the two vertices of both of which are in V1 or V2. There is no edge, means there is no edge in between the ABC, and there is no edge in between the PQRS, means there is no edge which join the vertices in V2 or in V1. So that V1 and V2 are called as a bipartite sphere. And next we are moving to complete bipartite graph. Complete bipartite graph means a bipartite graph is called a complete bipartite graph if there is an edge between the every vertices in V1 and V2. See the example here. This is not a complete bipartite graph. Complete bipartite graph means in between AP, AQ, AR and AS there should be a edge. And also in between BP, BQ, BR and BS there should be an edge. Similarly, in between CP, CQ, CR and CS there should be an edge. Means a complete bipartite graph means if there is an edge between every vertex in V1 and V2. In V1 and V2. That graph is called complete bipartite graph here. Now, a complete bipartite graph is indicated by V1, V2 of E, where V1 and V2 contains R and S vertices. Suppose V1 contains the R vertices and V2 contain the S vertices respectively, where R should be less than or equal to S and is denoted by K of R, S. K of R, S is the symbol for the complete bipartite graph. And in this graph, each of R vertices in V1 is joined to S vertices in V2. Clear here? Means, for example, see here, this is a set of V1. V1 should be join all the points of V2. Means A should join to P, A should join to Q, A should join to S, A should join to R and A should join to S. Similarly, B should join to the point P, Q, R and S. Similarly, C should join to P, Q, R and S respectively. So that is the definition is each of R vertices C1 should join to a S vertices of V2. If we join all the points to every point of every vertices of R should join to a every vertices of in V2. That indicates the complete bipartite graph has R plus S vertices and RS edges. See here, I am taking the same example again here. It is not complete bipartite, but I will convert it to a complete bipartite by joining all the vertices to see here. I joined all the vertices of V1 to V2. A joined to P, A joined to Q, A joined to R, A joined to S. So number of edges will be 4. Again, B joined to P, B joined to Q, B joined to R, B joined to S. Again the wedges are 4. Again C joined to P, C joined to Q, C joined to R, C joined to S. And again the number of edges will be 4. So totally 12 edges. So 3 points joined to the 4 points. So that is V1 has a 3 vertices, V2 has a 4 vertices. Then the total number of vertices will be 3 plus 4, 7. Now number of edges. 1 is joined to all the 4, B is joined to all the 4, C is joined to all the 4. Means number of edges is equal to 3 into 4. That is 12. That the same is explained here. If there is a R and S vertices to V2 and V1 respectively, then the number of size. Size means number of edges is RS. That is in generally denoted by R plus S comma RS graph, or simply complete graph, complete bipartite graph. Here the some graphs of the complete bipartite graph. Suppose V1 has a 1 vertex, V2 has a 3 vertex. This is a V1, P, Q, R are the V2. V1 should join all the P, Q, R points. Similarly, 1, 5. V1 has a 1 vertex, that is A. V2 has a 5 vertex, that is M, N, P, Q, R. And this should join all M, N, P, Q and R. 2, 3. V1 has a 2 vertices, V2 has a 3 vertices. So A and B are the 2 vertices. A should join to P, Q and also R. B should join to a vertex P, Q and R. And K of 1, 3. Sorry, 3, 3. A, B, C, P, Q, R. A should join to P, Q and R also. B should join P, Q, R. C should join P, Q, R. So like that we draw the complete bipartite graph here. In this complete bipartite graph, K of 3, 3 is known as Kuratowski's second graph. In the simply bipartite graph, K5 is called Kuratowski's first graph. In a complete bipartite graph, K of 3, 3 is known as Kuratowski's second graph. Now, a bipartite graph G is not a complete graph even if G is a complete bipartite graph. A bipartite graph G is not a complete graph here. Complete graph means every pair of the vertices does not have an every vertices should be have an every distinct vertices should have an edge. But a bipartite graph is not a complete graph here, because there is no edge in between the vertices V1 and in between the vertices V2. So that's why bipartite graph is not a complete graph. Even if G is a bipartite graph, because in such a graph there exists no edge between the vertices if they belong to the same bipartite. Even if G is a complete bipartite graph, then also it is not a complete graph here, because in this graph there is no edge in between the vertices. See here, this is a complete bipartite graph, but it is not a complete graph. Complete graph means between the every distinct pairs there should be a edge, but in AB there is no edge. In between BC there is no edge. That is the meaning of this note here. Next I am moving to the example here. Suppose G equal to G of V comma E is a simple graph. Prove that 2 into cardinality of E, cardinality of E means size, is less than or equal to cardinality of V square minus cardinality of V here. Now I am moving to the solution here. Each edge of a graph is determined by the pair of the vertices. Suppose E is a edge, then there will be the two end vertices. So each graph is determined by the pair of the vertices. Suppose E is the edge, then will be the two end vertices. That is the meaning here. In a simple graph, there is no multiple edges. In the simple graph, there is no multiple edges. In a simple graph, the number of edges cannot exceed a number of pair of vertices. Clear? Suppose, for example, this is your simple graph. Because there is no multiple edges, simply I will declare it A, B, C, D. Number of edges is 3. Correct? Now, I am making the A, B, C, D. Now I am making the pair of the vertices. AB, AC, AD, BC, BD, CD. These are the pair of the vertices, and also you can make AB, AC, AD, BC, BD and CD. Now I made it a pair of the vertices here. See the number of edges here. number of edges will not exceed the pair of the vertices. Number of edges will not exceed the pair of the vertices. Then the number of vertices that can be chosen from the vertices. Suppose there is a 4 vertices. In these 4 vertices we have to make a pair of vertices. Pair of vertices means we have to select the 2 vertices from the n. By the combination, in the n vertices we have to choose a 2 vertices. Now the combination will becomes n factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. N factorial will be split as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial. N minus 2 factorial, n minus 2 factorial will be cancelled. 2 factorial is 2. 1 by 2 into n minus 1. So that a simple graph means there is no multiple edges. If there is no multiple edges, then the number of edges will not exceed the number of pair of vertices. So that a simple graph with a n greater than or equal to 2 vertices, the number of edges cannot exceed 1 by 2 n into n minus 1. So if a simple graph G equal to v comma E has a n vertices, m edges, then m cannot exceeds. M cannot exceeds means m is less than or equal to 1 by 2 into n minus 1. Take a 2 onto the LHS. 2m is less than or equal to n into n minus 1. Open the bracket here, n square minus n. M is the number of edges. Number of edges is nothing but the cardinality of E. N is the number of vertices. Number of vertices is nothing but the cardinality of V. So V square minus cardinality of V. If the graph is not a simple, it can have any number of edges. If there is a multiple edges is possible in the graph, then we can draw many number of edges in the graph here. So next I am moving to the second example. Show that a complete graph with a n vertices, namely K5 has 1 by 2 n into n minus 1 edges. A complete graph with the n vertices. Now consider, in a complete graph there exists exactly one edge between every pair of vertices. A complete graph means there exists exactly one edge between the every pair of vertices. First we have to know the completely meaning of the complete graph here. Complete graph means a simple graph is called a complete graph if there is an edge between the every pair of the vertices. Okay. Now between the every pair of vertices there is exactly a one edge. The number of edges in a complete graph is equal to the number of pair of vertices, because there is an edge between the every vertices. So the number of pair of vertices is obviously equal to the number of edges of the complete graph. If the number of vertices is n, then the number of pair of vertices is according to combination law 1 by 2 n into n minus 1. If number of the pair of vertices is equal to the number of pair of edges, then m is equal to 1 by 2 n into n minus 1. Thus, the number of edges in a complete graph will be with the n vertices is equal to the 1 by 2 n into n minus 1.